Breathe deep, relax, turn inward. Look with cheerful indifference through that window filled with light. Enhanced Vitality Method is an incredibly mild and yet tremendously profound healing tool. Rising up on your toes, lifting your arms, breathing in, and lifting your toes. Lift your toes as high as they'll go on each round. Breathing in, lifting up, sinking down, exhaling, and lift your toes. This particular method is practiced by millions of people in China. And it is said, if you do this movement 1,000 times a day, you'll live forever. If you do this movement 100 times a day, you'll be healthy forever. Your breath is deep and slow and full and relaxed, and you're going deeper and deeper and deeper into relaxation. Your mind is free of considerations, thinking of something simple like these pink clouds, or the sound of waves on the shore, or the image in your mind's eye of flowers opening. The breath pumps the lymph, which is the primary detoxification system of the body. It is also the system that transports immune cells, so you're accelerating the travel of immune cells throughout your body. Deep relaxation causes the blood vessels to expand and more nutrition and oxygen to get to the tissues. The neurotransmitter profile shifts out of the fight or flight side and into the relaxation response side. These simple practices create tremendous health benefit. Now bending right and left, exhaling from the center, and inhaling back toward the center, giving a nice stretch along the rib cage, allowing the weight of your head to dangle and stretch your neck out carefully and gently. And then bending a little further if it feels right to do so. Remember to stay in the comfort zone. Don't improve or accelerate your practice or intensify your practice too soon or too quickly. The breath be deep and slow and relaxed, and keep the mind free of consideration, in a state of cheerful indifference. Now notice that this can be altered for an even greater flexibility, but please remember, this is just to demonstrate the variability of these practices. Be sure to watch your own limits carefully and honor your own limits. Now, right and left bending, what we're doing here is we're using one of the gifts that's given by the maker of the universe, the architect of the human body. Why does the spine bend from right to left, you might ask? Because we never really tend to use that right to left bend. Well, it turns out when we go right to left like this, we're actually moving the material within the disc between the vertebra towards the center of the disc, like fluffing up a pillow. And this helps to create the space for the nerves to come out from the spine, deliver neurological impulses to the system. Now notice we're back to simple right-left bending. Someone even in a wheelchair could do this. Now you're breathing in, looking up, your fingers are wide apart, and then exhaling, making fists, bringing your fists together in the front, and even pressing them together with some effort. On the inhalation, it's a total body relaxation. On the exhalation, it's a total body contraction. You're contracting your arms, your shoulders, your chest. Your abdomen is contracting on the breath. And bring the perineum, which is the muscle at the top of the legs, where the legs come together, contract the perineum as well. And even contract your toes inside of your shoes or your toes against the floor, so that you're getting a total contraction followed by a total relaxation. Notice that the back bends as you look downward, and then notice that the back bends completely the other way as you look upward. This is the front back bending that goes with the right left bending to press the material toward the center of the discs, fluffing up the pillows between your vertebral bones, separating those bones, allowing for the neurological tissue to be healthy, passing out through there, and allowing for the passage of neurological impulses in those nerves. Deep, slow, relaxed breaths, like a sponge squeezing and then releasing. Imagine a dirty sponge, like the tissues with metabolic byproducts accumulating there. You would take a dirty sponge, plunge it into water, squeeze it and release it, squeeze it and release it, and clean the material of the sponge, free it of dirt and particles. Same with the tissues. Squeeze and release, squeeze and release, forcing the waste products, toxic waste products, out of the tissue spaces into the lymphatic system and being carried away to be eliminated by the elimination organs. Nice, deep, slow, relaxed breathing. Then stroking the energy channels with the palms of the hands, stroking down the back and up the front, yin channels up the front, over the top of the head, and down the back, yang channels. And when you get to the bottom, gathering, as if you are gathering water from a pool of healing waters and bathing yourself in healing resources. Nice, deep, slow, relaxed breaths. Down the back is the bladder, the gallbladder, stomach channels, the yang channels. The yang energy coming down from the heaven towards the earth. And then up the front, the yin channels, kidney, spleen, and liver. The yin energy coming up through the human body, reaching for heaven. Hesitating briefly at the kidneys and then down. The life force, this healing resource within you, is encouraged to move, nourished, and enhanced by these gentle movements with deep, slow, relaxed breaths. And again, your mind is clear and free of details and considerations. Then out onto the arms, the under part of the arm, the yin channels, the over part of the arm, the yang channels. So it's the same process, deep, slow, relaxed breaths, and stroking out on the yin side, and then over the top and onto the yang side, back onto the head. Bathing, as if to be cleansing yourself with qi, or vitality, or life force, with the idea of moving the energy within your system, breaking through stagnation, and balancing the flow of the qi in the organs, tissues, and glands. Waking up the vitality within your system. Deep, slow, relaxed breaths, stroking down the yang, gathering from that pool of healing resources and bathing yourself all over, from head to toe. Now, a different way of doing the arms: out the yin side of the arms, then palms facing and turning. See if you can feel the chi there, and then over the top onto the yang side, onto the yang channels, particularly the gallbladder channel, over the head, down the back, gathering from that pool of healing resource, bathing. Again, the yin aspect of each arm facing, the palms facing each other, then turn. Feel the warmth of the chi, then your hands coming onto the tops, onto the shoulders, over the head, and down the yang channels of the back. All of the organs and glands benefiting. Deep breaths, pumping the lymph. Deep relaxation, opening the blood vessels, circulating oxygen and nutrition to the cells. The lymph removing toxic metabolic byproducts from the tissue spaces. The neurotransmitter profile shifting out of the sympathetic fight or flight side and into the parasympathetic, and then resting on the liver and the spleen, and give a little rub, work up some heat, and then rest and let that heat pass in through the tissues and into the organs. And then with the idea of vitalizing the function of the gastrointestinal system in the large and small intestines, vigorous rubbing across the top, down the left, across the bottom, up the right, following the pathway of the large intestine. Feel the heat and energy going in to these organs. And then giving pressure starting at the middle. Bend over, press in beneath the sternum. Then take one step to the left, following the path of the large intestine. Second step to the left, pressing in under the ribs and compressing and then releasing the large intestine. Stepping down now towards the pelvic bones. And then when you get to the corner of the pelvis, pressing in. And then heading over towards the right, towards the pubic bone, pressing in. Nice, deep, slow, relaxed breaths. Right over the pubic bone now. And then a step to the right of the pubic bone towards the pelvic bone at the corner there. And then coming up towards the liver and the corner of the rib cage. This practice is very effective for supporting digestive problems, bowel problems. We've had a number of people with pretty serious gastrointestinal acid reflux that have had almost immediate results with this. So carefully, slowly, relaxed with deep breathing, pressing these points and then stroking the surface of the body in the direction of the travel of the material through the large intestine. And finally then coming to a rest, a deep, slow, relaxed